Good morning. I am Milton, son of a carpenter Mary. Dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter and Mary. I get to make parables. And these are my son of a carpenter and Mary sugar checks I conduct with your phone. Yeah, you see if the counts are real high, I just don't eat at all, and then I don't have the energy to design beautiful imagery of truth, like my Flight 93 check. Make a video of your hijack call to me with your glucometer, your phone, 424-229-4140. Not 193 check in 9 years of asking. You can certify your mail as well. 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, apartment 409, Los Angeles, California 90065. Make a video of that mail before you send it. It's going to be stolen. Now I get to the sugar check as I do a nice little parable here. Please, I've been sick, and when I am sick, the hair, it grows so quickly. I promise I'll try to get it shaved by this evening's sugar check. Don't get me started on bad hair days. I remember there's one time back in Louisiana. Yeah, I moved out here 10 years ago. Back in Louisiana, in the barber chair. And the barber pointed out to some young ladies through the front window there, pointed out to some young ladies and pointed out one particularly delightful girl and said, think my girlfriend is sexy? Oh guys, be careful if a barber asks you that, because you don't want to say she's ugly. In hindsight, the correct answer is she's very beautiful, but in a she's not meant for me kind of way. But yeah, I'm Milton, son of a carpenter Mary, and a lot of girls are meant for me. And right about that time, at 2:38, I think it's about 160, 238, not 160, 120, somewhere in there. 238 from 337. Down 100. I had my spaghetti last night. And as of recently, it drops a whole lot with that. But it just so happens that that beautiful girl that the barber was talking about caught sight of me, and her eyes lit up. Can't really put it in the morning light. Her eyes lit up. It's still surprising. All dark brown never did that, of course. And now that the blue-eyed DNA is taking over for the brown-eyed DNA, not just with the eyes, but with the muscles and bones. That's why I'm in a wheelchair. It hasn't, even with that, since '96 when they started changing. But yes, genetic carpentry. I'm a genetic carpenter. I'm the son of a carpenter. So I get to do genetic carpentry. She turned and she kind of smiled the biggest smile and waved at me through the window, and that did it for that jealous Barber. I tell you, she shaved a small, I'm told, barely noticeable bald spot somewhere at the top back of my head. And because of that jealousy, my hair has never grown back in that particular spot. Be careful around those jealous barbers or hairstylists, girls. I know you've had those bad hair days, because be reluctant to talk about things like, you know, your boyfriend in front of the hairstylist if you got someone you like, or how good this thing is for you, or good that thing, you're a good student. Or don't talk about that. You don't get those hairstylists or those barbers jealous or angry in any way. You know it can have an ill effect on your hairstyle. Halloween is coming up, so when you decide to do those Halloween pranks, or to have some funny in one way or another, remember to get it on video. Your phones make videos nowadays. Make those videos only you can make. Be video pioneers. And come see the handsome bald guy. Yes, girls, I do have eyes. Check him out. Remember, when you go see this imagery and many more images at those college parties, look for the computer nearby and get a whole lot of that imagery, especially the latest, on your computer and on your phone. You can copy it to your laptop or your flash drive as well. Check it out when you got the time. I know you're busy. And try to call me, see your opportunity stolen. Not just your opportunity to be in this artwork, but whatever you're going to do after college. You're calling up a customer, you're getting that phone ring, business signal, error message. But this phone right here, even if you leave a message, I don't get it. You don't show up on the caller ID, call records. That's the same thing as your Gates livelihoods when you're trying to get customers after college. Or whatever business you're in, you still use the phone. So check and post and pod, make that video, post that video. And then come see me in person. 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, apartment 49, Los Angeles, California, 90065. Milton. John Milton Bray's the full name. And yeah, I'm happy to say that a couple of those young ladies, the barber's girlfriend and other members of her cheerleading squad, a couple of them did go on. They said they were able to deal with those decades of celibacy required for, you know, being that nun, that sister. I'm happy to say things worked out in a good way in that particular respect. And yes, the bald spot, like the eyes. Dad told me I'd get my blue eyes back. I didn't know what he meant by it. I said, "What do you mean, my blue eyes?" He said, "Oh, son, you'll get your memory back too." The eyes and the hair, the temporary stuff like the stigmata wounds, the sins of mankind wounds, I don't know what they were doing At spring break in 2014, I ended up in the hospital, 80 pounds lighter. I don't know what they're doing, must come up with a new sin, but yeah, those are the eyes there. They didn't light up when I took the photo. That's what I got in that. Come see me. Remember to check in, post in 5, Semper Fi. This we will defend. Honor, courage, commitment, Semper Paratus. And aim high. Fly, fight, win. Make that video of America's Hijack Lifelines and come see me in person. That's the way to be in my imagery and tell me what that place needs. The Immaculate House to be built. The religious censorship you see when you can't reach me to tell me what you believe or ask what I mean by Jesus' Immaculate House here on earth. Tell me what that place needs to inspire the future and the present to greatness. You gotta do it in person. The devil is stealing your calls to me. And sometimes that devil guides the hand of barbers.